Mhm. Are we live? Are we live? Let's check us out. Just double checking that we are live on YouTube right now. Double checking that we are live. Good, very good. I can hear me. If anybody's tuning in right now, pop into the chat. But welcome to my, believe it's my 4th stream. So just to kick things off, guys, my name is Liam. I originally from England, but I now live here in Chile. So whilst my stream will primarily be in English, I'm also use it as an opportunity to learn Spanish too. So I'm just an average gamer, 30 years experience of gaming, but I just love gaming. I've just got a deep love for the gaming world, but just in español. Hola a todos, bienvenidos a mi stream. Me llamo Liam, soy de Inglaterra, pero ahora vivo en Chile. Aunque este stream será principalmente en inglés, también lo estoy utilizando como una oportunidad para mejorar mi español. Soy un jugador promedio medio con más de 30 años de experiencia y una profunda pasión por el mundo de los videojuegos. So just before we go any further, I like to have a nice little drink with my stream. So tonight we're going to have a gin and tonic, I believe. So I've got my glass. Buena. So we're gonna have some Beefeater gin. Not too much though, because we're working and taking my little lad to school tomorrow. So just a little drop. But obviously we're gonna mix it with something. I've got no ice though. Which is a shame. But we've also got a posh Fentimans Valencian orange, which is going to go in here with my gin. I'm probably going to top it up with some tonic water as well. There we go. Nice gin and tonic to crack on. Oops, I nearly put more gin in there. Bit of tonic. And if you've watched before, you know how much I complain about the heat in this room. So a nice little thirst quencher is always good. So anyone new tuning in, apologies. Oh, hola. Hola mi compa. Hola Gars Gameplays. Nice to have you back, my friend. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está tu día? ¿Todo bien? Contigo. So we're actually going to do a new. Let me have a quick sip. That's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So the reason behind this new series of the stream. So what we're actually going to do is do some streaming of games that I personally haven't played. The previous games that we've been playing on the stream, I've played before. It's been a long time since I've played them, but it's very hard to get my own reaction from stuff. So now not everybody can afford all the new games that, you know, come out. There's always a new game coming out, and it always costs around, you know, between $60 and $80. And there's always a new game being released, but if you've got a PlayStation Plus subscription, then there's over 400 games on that, and there's loads of games that passes by because we either like a certain type of game, that we want to buy or want to download, and we tend to stick with what we like or what we know with our time rather than maybe experiment or have a look at some different titles. So there's loads of different titles that I've never ever played. There's loads on the recommended list, on the editor's recommended list from the PlayStation that are on PlayStation Plus as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some games from PlayStation Plus, which they're normally they're obviously free to download on PlayStation Plus, but they're also fairly cheap or cheaper to buy. So what we're going to do with these streams, and you guys are going to help, is we're going to live review or give the games an initial review as we play. So everything's quite new for me. You may have played these games before, but what we're going to do by the end of the stream, and to review the game, we've got to play it for a minimum of between half hour to an hour to give it a fair go. But it will also give the opportunity to play games that I may not have thought about playing, or that you may not have thought about playing. But by the end of the stream, together, myself and you guys, we're going to decide if it's a game that we would play again, that we would recommend buying, or we would, you would want to recommend downloading. So that's the purpose behind the stream. So we're going to hopefully be doing some new games each week, playing them for about an hour, and then giving our initial opinions. And if it's a great opinion, we may continue playing. I may do a private stream to continue the game, but we're going to work together on these reviews, and by the end of the stream we'll have a decent idea of what the game seems like. So does that sound good to you guys? Does that all make sense in my English? Lo siento por mi español. But I don't know if anybody, I know some of you guys that are watching are just, PC gamers, but there's a lot of games that will be showing that are available, not just on PlayStation Plus, but other platforms like Steam, Nintendo, Xbox, Steam, Nintendo, Xbox, and other platforms on there. So even if you're not a PlayStation player, despite me, that's what I'll be playing on. That's what console I'll be playing on. Is a lot of the games are available, so I don't think it's just for PlayStation. It is for other consoles, or most of them are for other consoles. But if you don't know about the PlayStation Plus membership, you can either pay by monthly, quarterly, yearly. They've got the basic option, an extra, and essentials. They've got over 400 titles. If you've got like the top tier one, I think it costs, let me just have a look, I think it's $120 for the year, which is about the same price as 2 brand new games. So, and for that you get access to, like I said, over 400 titles. Some of them have been released in the last few months. Some of them go straight to PlayStation Plus, and you've obviously got a back catalogue of games from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, all the way up to 5. So there's loads of games in there that just haven't been explored and played. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to make it easy for people who have then watched to decide whether it's worthwhile downloading, from the PlayStation Store, or even spending some cash on that game. So the game that we're going to do today is called The Plucky Squire, or El Escudero Valiente. Is that correct? So this game was released on September the 17th in 2024. So the game isn't that old. It's available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and Windows based. It's priced around about $24.99 to buy. So like I said, if you've got a PlayStation Plus account, you can download this for free as long as you've got the membership. But at $24.99, it's not a bad price, providing the game is all right. So thank you very much for listening to that introduction. Hope it all made sense. Let's have a quick sip of gin and let's crack on with the game. So it's supposed to be like a 2D, 3D adventure. It's a very family-based game, so I'm not expecting anything too adult, but I have heard some good things about this game. So The options, excuse me, the options seem pretty simple. Play game, options and credits. Let's just explore the options. So graphics, you can just change the gamma. Audio, I turned the music volume down for just when I was doing this introduction. So I'll just pop it up a little bit. Next stream with Piscola. So, my friend, I've actually got some Pisco right here, and we had a Piscola on earlier stream, but it's there and it is ready for next time. Me encanta Piscola. Not the next day, but on the night time. I love it. So the audio, controls, gameplay, vibration strength at 50. We have to turn vibration strength all the way up to 100. Giggity. Surely so. So the immediate thing that's jumping out on me on this game is there doesn't seem to be a language option. So like subtitles or a different language choice, it just seems to be in English. So that's a little down point on that side, unless I'm not looking in the right space. But there doesn't seem to be an option to change the language. So you'd even thought maybe some subtitles in Spanish and Espanol, but it just seems to be in English. So seems pretty limited on that, but let's go. So the screen says it was time to begin an adventure. The artwork looks a little bit like a game called Wish You Were Here, which I don't think you will have played. It's a very British game. It came out last year, and I might stream that coming up because it's very, very funny and has Matt Berry, if you know him, Matt Berry from IT Crowd and another program that I can't think of the name, but he's an absolute legend. I think he plays a voice on SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie as well. But yeah, it looks like that type of artwork. So let's play the game. New slot. Start new game. Sorry, I've not looked at the chat too much. I will do. Right, so adventure mode. If you're feeling plucky and want a challenge, this mode is for you. Story mode. A breezy way to play, relax, enjoy the story of the plucky squire. What do you think we should do, guys? Surely we should go for the adventure mode, should we not? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. It's got to be adventure mode. I can't really see it being... What should be like? A Souls game now. Yes, I think adventure. Okay, so let's go for adventure. There we go. Streamlined, less dialogue and gameplay guidance, or more dialogue. Standard or streamlined. More dialogue and gameplay guidance, or less dialogue and gameplay guidance. I feel like we need to go for the standard approach to maybe give it the fairest review. What do you think? I'll use this time wisely to have another sip of gin. Oh. Let's go for standard. Oh, Nico said less. Esteban said go for standard. Lo siento, Nico. He's like, less text, less English, more action. Oh, this is pretty. It's like a little Toy Story.
Once upon a time, there was a plucky squire named Jot.
Hello, Jot.
Jot lived in the land of Mojo, a land of creativity. Mojo was ruled by the gentle queen Chroma. He defended the land from the nefarious sorcerer, Humgrump.
Right name, Humgrump.
Which everyone very much appreciated. Well cracking.
A Humgrump. It's Sounds like a
Jot was
Mardy
also a
blowjob.
writer and would transcribe his many adventures in book form. These tales were avidly read by all the people of the land, who found them quite gripping. Jot awoke one fine morning and pluckily leapt from his bed. From afar, he could hear some rather exciting music. He got dressed and went to investigate.
Ooh, what are we going to investigate? Story
Chapter
time.
1. Some serious beeswax.
Okay. So we're within the storybook right now. Some nice colourful underwear on the washing line. Right, so X is jump. Square is to wave your sword. Triangle is nothing at the moment. So circle is a roll. Like the music. Can I do anything else? No, just walk around. The music was really booming. Is the voice and music ratio alright, or does the music need turning up a little bit? Because I think I can do that in the options. Thanks, Esteban. Got a party going on in this house. Excuse me, any reggaeton?
This was the house of the good wizard Moonbeard, Jot's close friend and mentor.
Go on, lad.
Ah, Jot, my lad. He
Jot, my
explained.
lad.
I'm on a roll here, traveling to new musical realms. Since you're here, lad, I have a small favor to ask.
Life and soul of the party, this guy.
Wax. I need more wax, lad. To press more records, you know.
Yes, obviously.
Would you go to Honey Peak and get some wax from Benny B? Pip here will accompany you.
All right, Pip. I don't know why, but I like this already. I just think it's going to be good. I think it's aimed at all ages, but I think it's just going to be different and cool. A mini quest. Woo-ha. You take care of the goblins and I'll haul the wax back here for you. Okay. Oh yeah, there'll be goblins. No sweat for you though, right, Jot? Obviously not. The entrance to the woods beckons. So now I've got a mouse following me called Pip. Let's have a read of this. Okay. So nice little simple tutorial there in the top left. So I've got to do this. Okay. So I hit every tree. Do-do-do. Goblins. Amblet ahead. Okay. Let's have a read. Okay, so. Do-do-do. I like the little comic Batman style pow. Anybody remember the Batman and Robin programs? I think it was in the, I can't remember what decade it was in actually, but they had all the little comic things on the TV with the pow. What was a very interesting word in Spanish? I missed that one, Esteban. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Okay. Right. To the Tome Tower. Would we say Tome or Tommy? That's not the way to Honey Peak. Okay. If that's not the way to Honey Peak, which is the way to Honey Peak? Up? Oh, somebody's smart. Thanks, Esteban. But that's also what you're here for, to help guide me, to help solve puzzles. That's what I need. I need assistance.
Honey Peak.
Okay. Jump, no problem. The plucky squire leapt nimbly onwards.
Now this looked really quite precarious.
Precarious. Shot took a deep breath. Do I have to big jump? Oh, there we go. Off he leapt. Let's do that one. Take that. Pip. The top Honey Peak. The view is incredible. Just like the views in Chile. Incredible. Now that right there is a massive owl. What is that? Ooh, honey badger. Honey badgers are nasty ass things. I'll give him. Ooh, there he is.
The honey badger seemed rather annoyed. Get prepared for a dust-up.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Was not expecting that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Left, right. Ooh, ooh. Take that.
The beast was
Let's get physical, physical.
The plucky squire
Was-
triumphant.
Was not expecting that. That was a curveball. Benny B, back in the hive, feels good. Anyhow, gang, what brings you here? Moonbeard centers, Benny. You could really do with some of that beeswax if you have some spare. For sure, Pip, my man. I owe you guys. Here you go. Compliments to the whiz. What's with all the animus darkness? Okay. That's pretty cool.
Down they fell. It was time to confer with Moonbeard.
Of course. Yep, it's Hump Grump all right. Always up to the treacherous trickery, that one. Moonbeard definitely smokes the weed. There's something rather odd about the magic he used, and this is not usually how the story goes. But you know, that is to say, Obviously it's a job for me, with guns like he's got on show, ripping off his sleeves, ready to punch the fuck out of a honey badger. Creepy little twerp. Twerp. Such a British thing, I think. Little twerp. It's like, twerp's like calling somebody a little idiot, a little twerp, a little shit.
It was Violet. Violet was a trainee witch with a love of art. And Jot's childhood friend.
We've got another Hump Grump situation, huh? Moonbeard gave me the skinny. What the hell's that? The skinny. We're just slinging out all sorts of words now. That Weasley wizard is at the Tome Tower. You kids head over there and Jot put a stop to Hump Grump's malarkey. I'll look into that strange green magic. I bet you will. You'll look into that green stuff, Moonbeard. You're an expert on that green stuff. And have a donut. Of course. Have a look at the green stuff and then have a donut. Esteban, be right back. Let me guess, you're going for some food, mate. Comida. Goodbye and good luck. No lie, I'm pumped that I'm going to get to see the plucky squire in action. You just missed me knocking the shit out of a honey badger, mate. Should have been there, Violet. Should have seen my muscles in action. Kapow! Lead the way. Give these a slap. And so the plucky squire set off to Tome Tower. Take that. I didn't mean to give you. Oh. Oh, what have I got? A spring in his step. What? You've now got a new piece of artwork. Press square to show the gallery. Oh, thank you. Some early concepting of the game environments. This eventually become the Greenlands in the early chapters of the game. That's cool. A little background on the game for you. A little early art design. Okay, so first impressions of the game are good. It's very simple so far. Very cool looking. I think it's got a lot more to come. I don't know whether I'd pay $24.99 for it at the moment. But as at this moment, I would be intrigued enough to download it. But let's keep going and we'll see. What the... So a puzzle here, the gate. Pick up the gate. Swung, so there should be... Ooh, what? Didn't mean to do that. So there should be another word somewhere that says open, I believe. Are you anywhere to be found? Let's kick the map first. There it is, look, there's the word open. So what was the last game? What was the last game that you guys played and completed? It was a pretty simple puzzle. Well, it is if you know English. Greetings, brave warriors. My name's Martina, nice to meet you. Your adventurers cut down fearsome enemies and I/slash prices. Thanks, Martina. Okay, I've got 20... right. So this is what the light bulbs are for. Sword, throw, badge. Can't afford it, because I've not got enough bulbs. Let's have another art scroll. Why not? Oh, do I get to kick a duck's ass as well? I don't know. I would have quite happily fought a big ass duck instead of a honey badger. It's weird that they came down to that decision in the end of not a duck and a honey badger instead. So I'm going to make sure I probably hit all the trees, get everything that I can. Can I jump over this? No. Oh, it's so warm in here. Whew. Little drinks break. How was everybody's day at work? We'll have a good day. Oh, shit. Oh. So we'll read to the tone tower. Let's keep going. There it is. The mysterious ancient owl. All the knowledge of Mojo is supposed to be stored in here. Oh, here we go again. It's very comic book-esque. This.
Chapter 2.
Already.
Tone Tower.
We're already in chapter 2. I don't know how many chapters there are to this game.
Our heroes hung on to the cliff's edge by their fingernails. When suddenly, they were grabbed
Who is this?
and hoisted up. By whom? By Thrash.
Right name.
Thrash was a mountain troll and Jot and Violet's childhood friend. The trio had not been together for quite a while, and so were very happy to be reunited.
Like little Smurfs. Thanks, Thrash. Triple trouble together again. A little quick gaming question for you. ¿Cuál es un juego que crees que está subestimado? I don't know if that makes sense. What game do you think is underrated that you love? I'm just stoked I could find you dudes. After all the craziness kicked off, I checked in with Moobeard. He told me you were both heading to the Tone Tower. She's really quiet. High, isn't it? I think the developers of this game were pretty high when they made it. Some subtle references. Let's have a look. Okay. Can I do anything with that heart? Maybe it's because I've got full. Oh god. First little spate of difficulty and a crumble. And here was Thrash waiting on the ground, cool as a cucumber. You both got down that cliffside with banging style. You had a good rhythm going on there, dudes. It's a very happy game. Very easy game to play so far. I think if you wanted a break, if you're playing a really strenuous, hard thinking game, I think this would be a nice little palate cleanser thus far. Just very easy on the eyes, very simple, quite quirky. Like I said, I think there's some things to come. I think it's going to throw some surprises at us. What do we think so far, guys? Are we still tuned in? Are we bored? Have we already made our minds up? Do we think it's good? Undecided? Not your cup of tea? When we say not your cup of tea, like it's like saying it's just not for you. Okay. You're a bit easier than I thought you were going to be there, Bolt.
Yeah.
What little artwork are we treated with now? Got a new piece of artwork. Press X. Okay, Esther. There's a little stoned wizard. Moonbeard. He does look much smaller than before. Mini beard, a tiny version of Moonbeard. Thanks, Mini Beard. So helpful. Do you know what, mate, Esteban? I've never been totally sold on the Assassin's Creed games. There's something about them that's just never stuck to me. One of my best friends from back in England absolutely loves them, and I think he's quite excited about the new one. But they just never ever done it for me. I've never clicked with the games. Where was I supposed to take the key? I wasn't listening. Do I take... Ah. Thanks, Mini Beard dude. Language just right up my street. I rarely finish a game at 100%, Esteban. I did a video obviously today on my Instagram page of finally getting a platinum with a alright Shagger, alright Will. I've not heard that for ages, mate. Shagger, alright Shagger. Big Will is in the house. Give him 2 minutes and he'll be asking you if you need English lessons. Ah, fuck, what was I supposed to do with the key? I've been distracted by a big Willy in the house. What was I supposed to do with it? Somebody tell me. Anybody? What was I supposed to do with the key? I presume there's only so many places I can go. I totally missed what it said. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Yeah, it's not quite until dawn, Will. We've changed things up, mate. You should be watching the stories. We'll be running either until dawn or heavy rain unless I get a big vote for continuing them both. But we've got a new series going on, which if you watch the stream from the start, you'll understand exactly what it is. But just to give you a quick... So in the meantime, while I'm telling Will what this stream's about, somebody tell me what I'm supposed to be doing with this chuffing key instead of walking around with it. But Will, so what we're going to be doing with the stream now is, because people just understand that people can't just go out and buy new games all the time, which cost between 60 and 80 quid, is I'm going to be doing a review of games that I haven't yet played but that are available on the PlayStation Plus. But it doesn't mean that you have to be a PlayStation owner to play the games, because a lot of the games are available on other platforms. It's just I've got PlayStation Plus and I'll be taking advantage of that, of its 400 games, by playing games that I haven't played and using this stream to initially review them, to give people a reaction, really, to say you should buy it, you should download it, I'd recommend it based on the stream. So we're going to use the stream time to play it and then decide at the end of the stream what sort of rating we give it, out of 10 maybe, out of 10 at the end of the stream, and then just sort of recommend really if people should buy it or not based on what they've seen thus far. Yes, mate. Yes, we need to find some games and to get streaming. And has nobody told me about this key yet? Come on, guys. Help me out. I wasn't watching. I wasn't listening. What should I be doing with this key? Where do I need to be going? Ah. I wonder where. There's a big fucking keyhole up here. That's where the key should go. There we go. You've missed a really good bit, Will. It looks a bit, obviously, childish, this game at the start, or right now. It's very family orientated, but you've just missed a bit where I've ripped my sleeves off my arms and kicked the shit out of a honey badger. It was really strange, and very unexpected. But you'll see it if you go back on the stream and watch it from the beginning. Topsy may be able to help you. There is something you could perhaps assist me with first. Okay, Fat Cat, of course I'll assist you. Obviously. It is empty. I left my biscuits around here somewhere, you see. Yeah, it was, I felt so stupid actually, because I researched Esteban. Sorry, I'm responding to Esteban's comment here about the 14,000 clicks that I did on a game earlier today. But because I'm not a platinum hunter, I don't like hunting trophies. I just enjoy a game. And once that story's done, once that game's completed, it goes away, and then I go to another game. So it's very rare that I will 100% complete a game. So I literally just searched what is the quickest and easiest game to get a platinum trophy on. And a game called My Name is Mayo came up. And all you literally have to do is tap a jar of mayo. Now, stupidly, what I'd read is to get the platinum trophy, you have to tap it over 10,000 times. But I thought that was the whole purpose, to get the platinum. Not thinking that there was other things you had to do through the game, in terms of you had to like tap the jar 50 times with a certain item of clothing on the jar. There was loads of like different things. So I started the game in my head thinking I just need to tap this fucking jar 10,000 times. So I literally just sat there for like an hour going, well, for like 20 minutes. And I got to like 4,000 taps. I'm thinking, okay, do I just keep tapping away? So I went into the menu and realised that there were loads of things to do. So I probably did 4,000 extra taps to that mayo jar to get the platinum than I really needed to do. I felt pretty stupid considering it was the easiest platinum out there. But we got there. We got there. And imagine tapping a pad over 10,000 times in an hour in what you know now is an absolute baking room. I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating right now. You can see the wet hand. I don't know. But what I need is more gin. We'll find your biscuits, Topsy. Okay. Hurry up and catch up, Esteban, because I probably need your help for this puzzle. Oh. Forest be dense, difficult to push things through it, but the path might be easier going all round if the forest wasn't a forest. Weird thought. Okay. I get you. Let's take these biscuits to the... Can I take them? Okie dokie. Is that correct? Oh, there we go. I don't think you were never not part of the conversation, Esteban. Oh. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some conversation now. Just hold the line a second, please. Just bear with me a second. Oh. Hello, 5 watching. Do you all live in Chile? I know Big Willie doesn't. Big Will Harrington. He doesn't live here anymore. He's not one of us anymore. Oh, for God's sake. What's up with my computer? Sorry, just 2 seconds, guys. Yes, that's right. Paraguay. Esteban knows. What a good guy he is. What a good guy. Gaz, Liam, vives en Chile por un tiempo o ya te estableciste acá? So, I've actually vivo aquí por 5, 6 años, so mucho tiempo. But I love, like, me encanta mi vida en Chile. Is like I couldn't tell you how much I love. I've said it in quite a few posts that I've done on Instagram. I love living here. I'm married to a beautiful Chilean woman. My child was born here in Chile, but I've just really struggled with the language and the learning process. I'm just stupid. I'm just a little bit thick. But like, I feel like my soul belongs to this country. When I go outside, I feel very, very lucky every single day. I'll literally look around, look at the mountains, and just feel lucky. It's like I've been here for that many years, and I still feel new here. I still feel like I've got so much to discover, so much to learn, but the feelings that I have towards this country, I just feel like I belong here. Like although I struggle with the language, you just get a feeling, you know, you get a feeling from other people, just that you feel welcome, you feel at home, you feel like just a sense of belonging somewhere. And the thought of, you know, going back home to my own country, back to England, scares the fuck out of me. You know, the thought of a life without my wife and my time here in Chile, like, it scares me. I can't think of anything worse. So to be here is the most important thing right now. And I'm still waiting on my permanent residency. That's actually going through at the moment. I've actually had to wait for quite a long time for this. So I'm waiting for that to come through, and, you know, it will be one of the most happiest moments of my life, apart from getting married and the birth of my child, is knowing that I'm going to be, you know, here forever is going to be a truly, truly important thing for me. And it's something that I can't wait to come through, and I'll be rejoicing very much so. Yeah, you do speak fast. Tus hablan rápido. But it's not that I don't know a lot of words. It's more the confidence to speak them. And also, like you said, because you speak fast, I struggle to understand exactly what you're saying. So even if I might know the words, sometimes I just can't understand them being said, and I'm either too embarrassed to, you know, ask, or I'll just sit there and just look stupid. But the most ironic thing is, I don't know if you know this, I don't know if anybody knows this, if anybody's asked me what I do for work, you know, I don't just obviously sit there and make videos about video games. I'm actually a communications consultant, which is very, very ironic. So I actually get paid to help people communicate their businesses through social media. And that's the most ironic thing, is that I'm a natural communicator, and it's something I'm classed as an expert on. And it's just something that comes naturally to me. But learning another language obviously doesn't. So it's something I can feel quite embarrassed about. But Nico, like, honestly, thank you very much, and thank you for anybody who's on this stream, who's, you know, taking the time to be patient and understand me. And, you know, it is going to be a process where I will speak more Spanish on these streams, and it will happen because I'm a very determined guy, and I will make sure it happens. And I've made some big decisions. I made a huge decision, which I'll talk about more on another social media post, because, like I said, nobody knows what I do for work. Nobody knows much about my private life outside of you know, what I do on the social media. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, so what am I supposed to do now? Can I go here? Right, I think I'm supposed to get the food back, aren't I? But yeah, thank you, Nico. It's very much appreciated, and I appreciate anybody who's got the time to listen and understand me, especially if, you know, you're tuning into this stream and you know, you don't speak any English at all, and you're just tuning in to learn. So Esteban, you're a man of my own heart, sir, and this is why me and you get on, you know, very well. I'm very much drawn to people who, you know, who have good souls, good hearts, and just good people. and I think that's vice versa. And there's a lot of people I've met on my Instagram. You know, social media can be a really shit place, and I know it because I've worked in the industry for over 20 years, and I've been so surprised and just by how warm people have been with me. I mean, of course, I'll get like a, you know, the odd message saying, go home, gringo, or you're not welcome in our country. But that is 1%, maybe even less than 1% of all the comments that I get on my page, on my profile. Just, you know, the love from the chilling people has been, you know, it's been pretty awesome. It has really been pretty awesome. Right, let's put this mouse to rest. Sorry, I've been talking and I've not been playing games. Right, so I still can't get this through there. So you said, on the other hand, a Venezuelan comedian says we're xenophobic. Ah, is that from the Vina show? Is that from that comedian who got booed off stage? The Venezuelan. Right. Because on one of my posts that I did the other day on Instagram, I can't remember if it was the one about the 5 foods or the video of me declaring my love for Chilean people, but somebody had commented underneath to say, do you think we're xenophobes just like the Venezuelans say? And it was very like, the person didn't say a Venezuelan said, it was an opinion she gave from Venezuelans. Thanks, Nico, muchas gracias, muy amable por tus palabras. But yeah, she asked me if I thought Chilean people were xenophobic, and my answer was, I didn't think you are. There's obviously a natural, it's just like any country, like you're protective over it, you're worried that things are going to change. You know, when a country does have immigration or mass immigration, unfortunately you get, with all the great people, you get assholes too. And if it's not Venezuelans, it'd be another country. And it's the same, you know, same with England and I'm going to use quotation marks, Muslims, because, you know, some of my friends are Muslims. I know some beautiful people who are Muslims. Yeah, they just obviously get a bad press for certain, you know, disastrous and shitty reasons. But there is good and bad of every country. And unfortunately, when you have mass immigration from a certain country, you're always going to see the bad side. Always going to see the bad side. I'm sure if Chile let in 60,000 Brits at once, you know, there'd be a good 1,000 who were dicks. And it would probably cause some trouble. I'm not saying it would maybe the same, but I thought it was a bit unfair to say you were xenophobic when I think there's just a natural protection for the good of the country. And that's one thing that I like about Chile. He's so patriotic, and it's just something what England's lost, and we're not anymore. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't like talking about politics, if I'm honest. I'm not a big politics fan, because it's not that I don't care, it's just I personally don't feel that I have a strong enough opinion on the subject to make a difference. So there are people out there who have strong enough opinions on it who can make a difference, and I will leave that to them and support the people who inspire me from that side. But that's as much as I get involved in politics. So I was a forest ruin. Shall I pick up this? Can I pick up any other words? No. There's 3 genders in Spanish: male, female, and neutral. Right, guys, so what do you think I need to do with this? I obviously need to shift maybe something. This guy's got a clue for me, surely. Okay. Thank you. Any thoughts on what I should do to get through here? Do I need to change it back? Have I got it past a certain bit where... Let's put it here. That's so true, mate. I very rarely, I absolutely love football too, but I'll very rarely get into, massive football conversations. I like football, I like talking about football, but it depends on who I'm talking with. But you're right, you will never win about politics, religion, especially politics and religion. So let's change that now back to... Oops. Okay, we seem to be making progress now. I'm using my brain. Let's change that back. But that's cool, Esteban. It's cool that people do love talking about that stuff because it's it's a very educated and interesting thing to talk about. And I will talk about football until the cows come home. And if the subject on, politics interests me, then, I will have an input. I just don't have an in-depth enough opinion about it to really have, an argument either way, one way or the other, or to agree with you. Because it's like when people ask me about the Chilean politics or the president, I don't know anything, I can't comment about the past, so it's very difficult to comment about the present. So as long as my family's happy, as long as my wife's happy, as long as my child's happy, that's really all I care about, to be honest. Obviously I care about the future of the country, and I want a president that's going to do the best for it, but as long as that president's a good enough person as possible, you just got to hope that they make the best decisions possible for as many people possible. So, ¿dónde aprenden inglés? ¿En colegio, escuela, television, YouTube? Like, how did you learn English? What really helped you learn that language? Fat Cat's got his biscuits back. And what, Nico or Gaz, anybody, Esteban, have you got any favourite English TV shows? Is there anything that you found really funny, easy to watch? Is there anything that's on over here in Chile that's been that's on over in England? Did you watch any English soaps? Have you watched anything more recent, like the In-Betweeners? The Office. Was that the English version or the American version? I actually, even though I'm a Brit, I actually prefer the American version because I love Steve Carell. I think he's brilliant. I think he makes a better lead character than... fuck, I forgot his name. Jesus. It'll come to me in a second. No, it will come to me. But yeah, love the American Office. Family Guy, I love that too. I don't know if you heard my giggity giggity reference earlier. Okay, sword to throw, your sword to attack enemies. It's got an upgrade system for weapons and attacks. Press R2 to throw your sword and get, ooh, a little bit like God of War. Do you want to test out this move? Why not? Pretty simple stuff. Jesus. Words of an Englishman. I am sweating my bollocks off. Malcolm in the Middle. My wife is a big fan of Malcolm in the Middle. She watches a lot more TV than I do. I barely watch any TV, if I'm honest. If I've got any free time, I'll be gaming. And there's certain programs that I will watch with my wife, like Stranger Things. I watch that. Last of Us, when that's on, I watch that. But there's not a lot of, unless we go on holiday or what have you, there's not a lot of stuff that I watch on TV. No, I don't want to practice. How do I leave? How do I get out of here? Yes, no, maybe, I know. Can you repeat the question? I thought you were asking something then, but you're actually doing the theme tune from Malcolm in the Middle. How the fuck do I get out of here? Right, I'm kind of wanting something different from the game now, where we are an hour into it, so we have got up to the point of where we would kind of normally make a decision, or where I'm hoping to make a decision, but I have been talking quite a bit. I'm going to give it another 15 minutes.
Our trio stopped in their tracks. There, on the horizon, loomed Tome Tower.
Tome Tower. There's some magic afoot. Everything feels kind of fizzy. There was a strange electricity in the air. Okay. Ooh. Oh, right. Okay. If I hit... Ooh. Can I hit them? This game looks like at some point we'll breathe the full. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think there's going to be something else that happens maybe outside the book. I do think there's something that definitely happens with this game. I feel like it's got a lot more to offer, but we have yet to see it. Guys, I don't know what it would be classed as. Let me have a look. Is it classed as an indie game? Let's have a look. What was it called? The Plucky Squire. It's classed as an action-adventure platform game. Up until yesterday, I never even heard of it, if I'm honest. Oh shit. Give me that heart. Give me that heart. Get away, get away, get away. Dark Wizard occupies the tower. His magic is causing pandemonium. If there's any words that are ever said, by the way, guys, that you don't understand or you want to know what they mean, just ask. And then I'll ask somebody else and tell you. Fizzy, it's like Coca-Cola is a fizzy drink. It's a sparkling water is a fizzy drink. It's like sin or con gas, effectively. Something fizzy. Yes, exactly. Like a fizz. You're welcome, Nico. I like questions like that. Anything like that, guys. Just ask away. Either I'll answer or my glamorous assistant Esteban will answer. Or if you need any more assistance, my friend Will he teaches English, so if you need to know anything and you want to pay him some good money, Will help out. He's here, look. A cave entrance. Promising, promising. Dig the acoustics though. There we go. Activate. Okay, it's already gone to a slightly different style here, hasn't it? Has it? Yes? Two birds with one stone, yeah. Oh. Oh no, do I not go that way? What? What? Ah, yeah, there we go. Just explode the impossible cave. There we go. I'll take a look at your selection, love. Oh, I can't afford shit. Can't afford a sword throat grave for 50 light bulbs. Only got 26. I think this guy... I kind of knew this was going to happen. So sometimes an hour and a half isn't long enough to come up with a decision on how good a game is. So, I mean, based on how long I've played so far, I would definitely download it to see what more is going to come from this game, because I do think it's got more to it, and a lot more to it. And it's cool, but as of this moment I wouldn't pay $24.99 for it, but I would download it. But I don't know if I'm ready to give an initial review. I don't know what you guys are thinking, because we have come up to around that time where we should be making a decision, but I feel like it needs more of a play. It's just whether I give it, I don't know whether 10 more minutes is going to make a difference with this game. What do you think, guys? Esteban likes it. Will, have you been here long enough? Have you been tuned in long enough to understand what the fuck is going on and to have a decision about whether you would download a game like this? So the price of this game is around about $24.99, or you can download it for free on PlayStation Plus. I like the art too. I think the art's cool. I like the fact that you're playing out a story. But I do feel like there's a bit more to come to this. I think you may have said it on the chat, Esteban. I feel like something is about to pop out, or life is going to take outside the book, and it's going to become a different view. Yeah, you missed the honey badger bit, mate. The honey badger, boxing the honey badger, was enough to stick an instant £5 value on this game, just for that moment alone. You missed the best part. I think that part itself is going to make a good video. Is 10 o'clock a good streaming time, guys? Because I know when, like, I'm English, and Will'll understand this, is that we tend to have an earlier clock than Latin America. Like, you guys go to bed, I don't know, like, if you've got like a different sleep clock or what, but you go to bed really late all the time. So, like, when is a good time to stream here in this country? Is it 10? Is it earlier? I wanted to talk to you about that. It's not about, yeah, it's what's happening at the same time. What was in your, like, yeah, try not to stream the same time as football's being played, because football's a religion here. Yeah, true, Will. Yeah, it's a good shout, my friend. Low. Right, guys. Let's wrap this up and summarize for the moment. But if you're watching this stream a bit later on and you're coming to this and you've got to this point, I think it looks a good game. It looks a good game from what I've experienced so far. It's not like It's not a game that I looked at about paying full price, or like I said, for that 25, 24.99 or whatever it is. But it's got me interested enough to carry on gaming. Like normally when we get to the end of the reviews, we're either going to decide whether it's it's a thumbs up, download it, buy it based on the initial review, or we continue playing, or it goes in the bin. So I'm on middle ground. Definitely doesn't deserve to go in the bin, but whether it's worth the price that it is outside of PlayStation Plus, I am undecided. But it has got me interested enough to continue playing. So if I'm going to give it an out of 10 at the moment, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, which I think is fair from an initial reaction. I love the style, love the graphics. The gameplay is really simple. Like I say, it seems to lack a bit of options, but I do think there's more to come to it. So we're going to continue playing, but my initial review is definitely it's intriguing. I like the style of it. Simple gameplay. Like I say, if you want a little palate cleanser, if you've been playing a campaign game or a difficult game for 80 hours, 100 hours, and you just need something to, just a little separator before your next big challenge, this seems like the type of game that's going to break that up. But only if you're going to download it for free from PlayStation Plus. So I'd definitely say download it. If you see it, I would definitely say download it. But I wouldn't take the jump of paying for it outside of PlayStation Plus at the price that it's at just yet. But I will continue playing. I don't know whether I'm going to continue streaming it, but I will continue playing, and I will probably record it and give my feedback once the game, or if the game is completed. But do you think that sounds fair, guys, what I've said? Is there anything you want to add to that in the chat? Whilst I drink my gin. Excellent. Yeah. So, Nico, is that yeah, you should continue playing, or yeah, I should continue streaming this game? Oh, I'm sorry, by the way. I've got like the shittest bit of chest hair that grows here, and when I've got like a vest top on, it slips down, and I feel like I'm a woman in the 80s showing a bikini line, like when it slips at side and a bit of pubic hair hangs out. So I apologise about that. Right, yeah, so let's, well, actually both. So, yeah, I'll probably put a vote on, or you can send me some comments underneath. Let us know in the comments what you think of it, what you'd rate out of 10 on initial impressions. Doncaster Simon Cowell. You reckon? He's got better teeth than I have, mate. And a lot more money too. But yeah, thank you so much for your time, guys. I really enjoyed this stream. I think it's been the best one so far. Maybe not in terms of the gameplay, but just in terms of the confidence, presentation and conversation with you guys. Thank you very much for your time, as always. And hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. Just so you know, we will be continuing one of the games, whether it's Until Dawn or Heavy Rain. I think it's a bit 50-50 at the moment. I might continue both, but because they're quite similar games, I didn't want to bore the shit out of people by playing two similar stuff, and stuff I've already played as well. So, but they're both very, very good games. That's why I want to play them, and I haven't played them both for a long time. So I thought they'd be great ones to show and good games to stream. But just to repeat what this stream is about, so the next, I think it'll be on the weekend, where we'll choose another game and make a decision based on that stream of whether they should download it, buy it, or bin it, or we continue until we make another decision. Get in there, Will. And Will's offering a 20% discount for his services for anybody who uses the code Liam Dean for his tutorial services. Isn't that right, Will? Right, guys, I'm going. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Enjoy your sleep. Enjoy your work day tomorrow. And I'll see you beautiful fuck faces on Thursday. Ciao for now. Coolio.